Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. For Roloff family latest news update, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. Former Little People, Big World star Tori Roloff suffered a major loss over the holiday when her grandmother died. The mother of three shared the sad news on Instagram this week, posting a sweet series of black and white pics featuring the late matriarch. In the first image, her grandmother sat in a chair holding Roloff's son, Josiah, who was a baby at the time. Tori's other two children, Jackson and Lila, sat at their great-grandmother's feet. The next photo showed Roloff wearing a graduation cap, her grandma smiling proudly beside her, while the third was another photo of her grandmother cradling one of the kids as an infant, who gazed up at her adoringly. Just before Christmas, this world lost one of my favorite people, Roloff wrote in her caption. "My grandma, my Marmee," she continued. To know Marmee was to know love and kindness and gentleness. She was one of the best people I have ever known, and I pray I can have an ounce of her grace and patience for people. She was always so generous with her time and money, and never said no to anyone. We were so blessed to have her so close the last 5 years, and I am so grateful for that time with her. Roloff also expressed her gratitude that her grandmother had the opportunity to get to know her children, which is the greatest gift I could have ever gotten, or they could have received from her. I thank God every day that I had such an amazing grandma, and I know that she is with him now looking down on all of us. I love you so much, Marmee," she concluded her post. Roloff's followers showed their support for the TV personality in the comments. "So sorry for your loss, Tori. I'm thankful that you have the memories you have had with her and your kids were able to grow up seeing her and learning from her grace and love. What a blessing. I send you comfort and love. God will see you through this difficult time and all will be okay," wrote one fan. Sending hugs. "Lost my grandma this past June while I was pregnant with my first. It almost broke me she never got to meet my daughter. Grandparents are a treasure. I wish they lived forever," shared a second person. Tori Roloff, one of the beloved stars from Little People, Big World, has always maintained a strong presence on social media. From parenting updates and family milestones to moments of vulnerability, she's been unafraid to share her life's highs and lows with her audience. Recently, she opened up about one of the most heartbreaking experiences she's faced in recent memory, the passing of her grandmother, lovingly referred to as Marmee. Her heartfelt tribute, shared just before the holidays, moved thousands of fans and drew attention to the deep, personal grief she's experiencing. In her own words, Tori described her grandmother as one of my favorite people, encapsulating a lifetime of love, memories, and emotional connection in a single sentence. The post was more than a eulogy, it was a raw expression of sorrow and gratitude, grief and grace. Tori's Instagram post served as a touching memorial. With photos and words, she painted a picture of a woman who meant the world to her. Her grandmother wasn't just a family elder, she was a confidant, a friend, and a nurturing figure whose presence had shaped Tori's life in profound ways. The Roloff matriarch, while not a cast member on the long-running TLC reality show, had become familiar to fans through the stories Tori shared over the years. Tori emphasized how thankful she was to have had time with her grandmother in the last 5 years, especially during significant life events like marriage, motherhood, and career evolution. She shared that her children were fortunate to know their great-grandmother, which she considered one of the most precious gifts Marmee could have given. These moments, while not always captured on camera, formed a fabric of the family legacy that Tori now holds dear. Grieving publicly is not easy. Tori and Zach Roloff have spent more than a decade in the public eye. Fans of Little People, Big World have watched them navigate dating, marriage, childbirth, and family disputes. But grief is different. It's raw and unpredictable. Sharing it with an audience of millions requires courage and a willingness to be vulnerable. By choosing to speak openly about her loss, Tori has not only honored her grandmother but also helped others feel less alone in their own experiences of mourning. Her post resonated with people across the world, many of whom responded with their own stories of loss, love, and healing. This sense of shared humanity is part of what has made Tori such a relatable and beloved figure. While some reality TV stars keep their distance from fans when off camera, Tori continues to foster a community built on openness and empathy. The holiday season can be a particularly difficult time to experience the loss of a loved one. Festivities, family gatherings, and seasonal joy often contrast sharply with the emptiness grief brings. Tori acknowledged this emotional contradiction in her post. Despite her sadness, she expressed gratitude for the memories she was able to build with Marmee Memories that will now serve as a source of comfort and strength. As a mother, Tori also feels the weight of legacy. She understands that her children may not fully grasp the significance of Marmee's passing right now, but in time, through stories and photographs, they will come to know the woman who loved them deeply. This is a common thread in many families, the desire to preserve and pass down stories of those who came before. Tori is actively engaged in this process, using her platform not only to share her grief, but to celebrate her grandmother's life. In doing so, she becomes a bridge between generations, ensuring that Marmee's love continues to influence the Roloff family for years to come. In recent years, Tori has been candid about other struggles, including postpartum depression, online criticism, and the challenges of raising 3 children. Her openness has made her something of an unofficial spokesperson for young mothers facing similar issues. Now, her transparency about grief adds another dimension to her advocacy. Rather than portraying an idealized version of motherhood or marriage, Tori consistently shares the unfiltered reality: good days and bad, joy and sorrow. This honesty is perhaps her most valuable contribution to the social media landscape, which often rewards perfection over authenticity. In mourning her grandmother so publicly, Tori is modeling a healthy, emotionally expressive way to cope with loss. She is showing her followers that it's okay to grieve, to cry, and to miss someone fiercely. She is also showing that love doesn't end with death, it transforms and continues in new ways. From everything Tori has shared, it's clear that her grandmother was an exceptional woman. Whether it was through her gentle wisdom, unwavering support, or quiet strength, Marmee left an indelible mark on her granddaughter's life. That legacy now lives on through Tori and her children. Legacy is not just about genetics or family heirlooms, it's about the values, stories, and love passed from one generation to the next. Tori has expressed that Marmee's presence will remain with her, influencing how she raises her own children and how she approaches life's challenges. This emphasis on love and family is at the heart of Little People, Big World. While the show has evolved over the years from focusing on Matt and Amy Roloff's marriage and divorce to Zach and Tori's family life, its core message has remained the same. Family is complicated, but it's also everything. The passing of Tori's grandmother is not the only major change in the Roloff household. Earlier this year, Tori and Zach announced that they were stepping away from Little People, Big World. After 25 seasons, the couple decided it was time to prioritize their privacy and create space for their children to grow without the pressures of reality TV. This decision was met with mixed emotions from fans. Some were saddened by the news, having grown attached to the couple over the years. Others applauded their choice, recognizing the importance of family and mental well-being. The departure from the show, combined with the loss of Marmee, marks a significant transitional period for Tori. It's a time of reflection, reevaluation, and recentering. As she steps into this new chapter, she does so with the lessons, love, and legacy of her grandmother firmly in her heart. Since sharing the news of her grandmother's passing, Tori has received an outpouring of support from fans, friends, and fellow reality stars. Comment sections have been flooded with messages of condolence and encouragement. Some fans shared their own grief journeys, while others simply expressed appreciation for Tori's vulnerability. In an age where public figures are often criticized for being too polished or disconnected, Tori's ability to connect on a deeply human level is a rare gift. She doesn't just share content, she shares herself. This reciprocal relationship between Tori and her audience has built a loyal following. Whether she's celebrating her kids' milestones or mourning a personal loss, her fans are there offering virtual hugs, kind words, and a collective presence that speaks volumes. In the wake of loss, life continues, but it does so differently. There's a shift, a quiet change in the atmosphere. Tori knows this feeling now. She's navigating a world that feels just a little emptier without Marmee in it. But she's also stepping forward with intention. With her husband Zach by her side and 3 young children looking Tori remains grounded in love. She understands that grief doesn't have a timeline. It comes in waves, some gentle, some overwhelming, but it is also a testament to deep, enduring love. Tori has never shied away from hard topics, and it's likely that she will continue to share pieces of her journey through grief. Whether through journal entries, Instagram posts, or perhaps a future memoir, she will keep Marmee's memory alive. And in doing so, she'll help others find the words they need to honor their own loved ones. The loss of a grandparent is a deeply personal and universally relatable experience. For Tori Roloff, it has become a public chapter in her ongoing life story. But rather than retreat from the spotlight, she's used it as a platform for remembrance, healing, and connection. Her tribute to Marmee reminds us all that grief is not a weakness, it is an extension of love. It is evidence of a bond that transcends time, space, and even death. As fans, we can only offer our condolences, our gratitude for her honesty, and our continued support as she navigates this difficult journey. Through her vulnerability, Tori Roloff has once again proven that the most powerful stories are the ones rooted in truth, family, and love. And as she mourns the loss of one of her favorite people, we mourn with her not just as viewers, but as fellow human beings who understand what it